The very first thing we're going to do is cut our cardstock for our card bases. And this way we have no worries about not having enough to do what we want to do. So take your first sheet of 12 by 12, put it on your cutting tool at 8, and move it down here to 4. This is super easy. And now we have 3 4 by 6 easy to mail card bases. And I'm going to wrap mine with a little post-it note like this. And I'm going to write myself a note on it. 4 by 6, 3 of them. And we're just going to do that with each of these that have multiples. The next thing we're going to do is put our paper on at 6. And we're going to cut 2 6 by 12 Z-fold cards. And to go with the Z-fold, we're going to bring in our third piece of paper and cut a 2-inch wide strip. And this is going to be our mechanism for the fold. So this is 2. I'm just going to wrap it so I don't lose them. 2 6 by 6 Z-folds. And put that in your card base stack. Now from the rest of this piece, we're going to lay it on. So it's like this. We're going to turn it to the 12-inch side, and we're going to cut it at 7. And this is going to be a 5 by 7 shaker card. And obviously the fold is on the side. Then this piece right here, this is going to be a 5 by 5 easel card. And there will actually be 2 of these. Okay, now bring in the next sheet, and we're just going to cut another 2-inch strip off the bottom. This is our other Z-fold mechanism. Let me just line this up so I'm straight. So this is 2 by 12, and this is going to go with your 6 by 6 Z-fold packet. So you should have 2 of these 2 by 12 and 2 6 by 12. Then from this same sheet, we're going to come over to 7. So here's where we took the strip off the bottom. We're going to come to 7. I keep forgetting and doing the measurements on the bottom. And we're just going to cut. And this is our other 5 by 7 shaker card base. So put that with your shaker card base and just wrap the paper around it like that. Now we have a 5 by 10 panel, and this is our other 5 by 5 easel. And that's going to go right here. This is an easy one. Just bring in another sheet, put it at 6. And cut straight across. This is going to be our Double Gatefold Card Folio. So put your post-it note around that. The next thing we're going to make is we're going to cut off the bottom of this piece a 4 by 12. This is going to be a 4 by 4 accordion fold card. So from the top of this same sheet, bring it in and cut it at 10. And this is going to be our tall and skinny box pocket card. And then this little strip that is on the side, we'll just set this aside. Okay, so we have 1 left. and we're going to cut it at 10. And then we're going to turn it and cut it at 10. And then this piece, this 10 by 10 piece, we're going to cut one more time at 5. And these are going to be our little pop-up cards, our 5 by 5 pop-up cards. You should have 2 5 by 5 pop-up cards, 3 2-inch strips, a tall and skinny box pocket card, a 4 by 4 accordion fold card, 1 6 by 6 double gatefold card, which takes 2 6 by 12 pieces of cardstock, 2 5 by 5 easel cards, 2 5 by 7 shaker cards, 2 6 by 6 Z-fold cards, and 3 4 by 6 easy to mail cards. So now you've got your bases done and we're ready to get rolling. Now we have one last thing to cut, and I want you to bring in one of your pieces of black Spectrum cardstock, and I want you to cut it to measure 4 by 12. Then cut it in half again at 6. And these are going to be our little tag bases. So go ahead and label those. We're going to begin by making our double gatefold card folio. So for this, you're going to need those two 12-inch by 6-inch panels. And go ahead and lay them long side down on your scoring tool and score at 6 each one. Now, if you have 1/8-inch score lines anywhere on your scoreboard, line this 6-inch score line up and go 1/8 of an inch to the left and score. So bring the second card base in, line up your 6-inch score line, and go 1/8 of an inch to the left and score. So these little extra score lines are just going to help the folio turn and lay flat. It's really hardly even enough to be called a spine. It's just like an extra turn. So go ahead and burnish along these folds. So now with this extra score line, you can see you have let me put a colored piece of paper in there so you can see. You have a short side and a long side. Turn your cards so that the little spine area is lined up. Open them out so that the short sides meet in the middle, and then bring in just a tiny bead of adhesive down the side, along the bottom, and down the side. And if you have 1/8-inch score tape, you can try that if you prefer that. Then we're just going to line these two short sides together. Line them up. Burnish them down. So now we have like a trifold. Do you see? So now put this back on your card base, on your scoring tool, and we're going to score at 3. Just turn this around, it's easier to score that way, and score it at 3. And then this folds back, and this folds back. And just burnish this down. And now you've got this double gatefold card. Just line everything up. If you don't have a scoring tool, you can just fold these flaps back, but I like the crispness of the crease with a scoring tool. So now you've got this base with wrong side. So now I've got this base with a hidden pocket. See that? And we can make a little insert to go in there. The next step is we want to create this center panel and hidden pocket insert for the center of our gatefold folio. So here is a 12 by 12 sheet of your Magical Christmas cardstock, and you're going to cut this at 5 3/4 inches from top to bottom. Then you're going to set this piece aside, turn this piece, and you're going to cut it again at 5 7/8. And this creates the liner for our hidden pocket page. And I just want to make sure I have my card right side up because it's no fun to glue this upside down. And this is going to go just like this, centered. Now set this aside, and we had cut a piece of blackjack cardstock to make our pocket tag bases. Bring that back in, and you want to go ahead and cut this at 5 inches wide, and then just set this piece aside. So this is 5 by 12. Then place this on your scoring tool. You're going to score it at 5 and then move it over. I'll do it like this so you can see. 5, and then move it over to one of your 1/8 inch marks and score it again. And this is going to create that little flap that clears this just helps us lie straight. And then score it again, fold that, put it in the corner and score it again at 5. This is going to turn up and be a pocket. And this is going to fit right into this opening that we created at the back. Now bring in that little piece of blackjack, and it should be 3 inches wide. You're going to cut it at 1, and you're going to cut it at 1 1/2. Set this aside. This is going to make the pocket gussets, and you're just going to fold these in half like this. Place adhesive. Put this down on the outside edge of your pocket so that the fold is facing out and the open edge is in. Bring in this other piece that we cut off. Cut it 3 inches high, and then go 4 3/4 inches wide. Glue that down on the top. Then put your adhesive on your pocket flap, fold it up, and look, we got this really cute pocket insert. From your sticker sheet, get this beautiful peppermint stick sentiment. Center it up on your pocket and just press it down. Doesn't get any easier than that, people. That is super simple. So I've got room here for a large photo. I'm going to hold off on lining all the photo panels because The way I feel about that is you're going to put photos over that anyway. The important thing is the front one being done, and I want to make sure we have enough paper to complete all of the cards in this kit. So we're just going to hold off on that. We may come back at the end and finish that, but for now, that's that. Then in the pocket, from that last little piece of blackjack, go ahead and cut 2 3 by 4 3/4 inch panels, and these are going to be little tags. And I shape these. This is super easy. I just kind of bend them, and then I come in and I trim the corners. So once again, kind of bend them in half and cut a little triangle out of the corner. And we will decorate these up, but these will sit inside the pocket. So from your Magical Christmas image sheet, set 2 of them aside. We're only going to use the images, but the other 2 we're going to cut up and we're going to use to decorate. So cut from each of these a 2 7/8 by 12 strip. So you'll have these. We'll use these elsewhere. But then trim those 12-inch strips to 2 7/8 by 4 5/8. And then we're just going to do the same thing here. We're going to bend them in half and cut a little triangle out of the corner. And then these are going to glue down to line our tags. From these same 2 sheets, you're going to cut another 2 7/8 by 12-inch panel and trim those down to 2 7/8 by 5 7/8. And these are going to line our inner panels on our folio. So I like to do these so that they're mirror images, and we're just going to glue these down like this. Now you can see this is going to fold like this, and these green panels become the front of your card. Now I have a sheet of red licorice, this wonderful plaid, and blackjack. I'm going to cut the blackjack at 5 and again at 5. Then I'm going to cut the red licorice at 4 7/8 by 4 7/8. And then finally, I'm going to cut the plaid at 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. Then we're going to stack these up. So the black goes down first, then the red on top of that, and then the plaid on top of that. And this is going to be the gatefold front for our folio. So what I like to do at this point is hold that in place and open it. And I want to create a little pocket right here. So I make a little tiny pencil mark on the top and bottom. And I put my adhesive on the bottom, the side, and the top. Now I can center up my card cover, and as you can see, I'll just clean up this little bit that oozed out. We have a pocket right here. So just burnish this down. And this opens like this. Isn't that great? Now bring in this panel of the polka dot and the Christmas tree that we used inside. You should have a 6 1/4 by 12 inch piece of this left. Go ahead and cut it off at 7 7/8 inch high, and then trim it to 5 3/4 inches wide. Keep these little strips over on the side. Set this aside. We'll use it for something else. Place it on your scoring tool and score 2 inches. And we're going to fold this up and make a pocket. And then take a couple of these little strips, fold them in half to make little gussets for the pocket, and glue them inside. Run your adhesive on the top of these little hinges, fold up, burnish, now you've got this nifty little pocket. And what we're going to do with this, we're going to bring our folio in, we're going to make sure we're right side up, flip it over, and this is going to glue on the back. So we have a little sneaky hidden pocket on the back of this folio for even more photos and journaling. So just glue that down. Easy peasy. So go back to your panels of these image sheets and cut 5 7/8 and then leave these nice big squares. And then cut those into 2 7/8 by 5 7/8 panels. And these are going to go on either side like this. Now you've got this, I think this is 7 1/4 by 4 3/4. Let me just double check. Yes, panel. This is the back side of the plaid. Go ahead and cut off a 2 1/4 inch panel of this, and we're going to glue this right down on the side. Right here, just to line this little piece, just like that. Now find a piece of your antique linen, and I want you to cut this like this. Take your, I like to use this because it's great for journaling. Turn it so that your branding strip is on the right. Adhere your image so there's just a little bit of a border. This is usually comes out to be 3 3/8 inches. So it's exactly 3 1/8 inches. Then put it on your scoring tool. I've lost my stylus, but you're just gonna score it fold it. And then this becomes a great little journaling packet for you. You can write down your favorite memories. You can put a recipe here. You can, whatever. And then this just tucks right into this pocket. It's a little tight because it's the first time I put it in there, but that's that. Very cool. Let's go ahead and decorate these little tags for our inside pocket. And I've just trimmed a couple of the Santa images out. These were left over from those panels, those 2 7/8 inch panels that we had cut. And these images still looked quite cute. So I went ahead and fussy cut these out. And we're going to put this Santa over here. And then I had these little strips of scraps. This is why I save all my scraps, because look what a cute border this makes. Just goes right along here and finishes that off nicely. Same thing with this one. We're just going to put this down. And then the back of these are great for small photo booth sized pictures. And this is just a little scrap of that fun circus dot print. From your sticker sheet, find these little tabs and put these in the center at the top. And then these are ready to go into our little pull-out pocket here. And then on this panel over on this is actually the front cover. I took this little Santa, vintage Santa sticker and the Santa's workshop sticker and put those here and here. We're going to leave these 2 panels blank because this is a great place to put wallet-sized photo on either side. And then this, of course, is blank, and that is blank for photos. Now we can close this up. On our back cover, we've got this pocket, and I want to take this sticker from the sticker sheet and add this to our pocket. And I'm not going to put anything in the pocket because this is designed to hold photos. So that is that. Now we're ready to do the front cover on this, and this is going to finish this off. You've also got, on the back side, you've got room for a wallet-sized photo, here and here. So you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 photos in this little folio, plus whatever you fit in the pocket on the back. From the 3x4 sheet, find this image of the Santa. He's the same as the one we put inside. Back him with either foam adhesive or a piece of waste chipboard like I'm doing. And he's going to go at an angle on the left-hand side. So you can see just kind of angled in there. Then fussy cut the Santa's Toy Shop shape from the 3x4, and we want this to sit just below because we want to be able to see Santa's Christmas wish list. So let me just check this. Yeah, that's good if we do like that. And here's what I've done. I've put a double layer of dimensionals here and a triple layer here so that this will be leveled out because it has to get over this way. It sits level. I just want to move it up just a tiny bit because I don't want my chipboard to show on the back side. There we go. So see what I'm doing here? I'm making sure that my raw chipboard doesn't show on the back side. And that's going to go like that. Then get into your cute little wood icons and look for this December 25th star. Put a double layer of dimensionals on the back of that. And this is going to come in just like this. Press that down. And the cute little Santa hat button. Put adhesive just on that bottom part and stick it on the star. Super cute. Then tie a little bow with your burlap string. I combined red and green. And my glue gun's not ready yet, so we'll go ahead and put these. Get your snowflake rhinestones out and get 3 of the small ones. To go right along here. And these have adhesive on the back, but sometimes I find I have to put a little glue there too. Okay. Let's see if my glue gun is ready. Not yet. All right, well, when the glue gun is ready, which it is not yet, this bow is going to go right here, like that. And this flower is going to go right on top of it. And then this Santa, I can go ahead and put him down. I just put adhesive on part of it. I cut the shank off the back, and he's going to sit right here. Super, super cute. So that's where you're going to put your bow and flower. And then that completes this little double gatefold folio.